Welcome to another whiteboard session. Today we're going to dispel the myth that time is money. I want to turn your time into treasures. There's one thing about time that we all have to understand, and the first one here is that time is the only true democracy in the world. We all have 24 hours. The beggar that sleeps under the street and the rich man that lives in the penthouse. The man that walks on foot and the man that drives a Ferrari. The rich man and the poor man. The hard-working man and the lazy man. We all have 24 hours. So time is the most democratically distributed item or asset in the world. The second thing that we need to understand about time is unrecoverable resource. The minute time is gone, there's nothing you can do about it. Money you can always make more of what you've lost. When it comes to time, it being an unrecoverable resource, one thing that it means that time is constantly on the move. Time waits for no man, and which means that the only way you can control time is to apply your ideas, to apply your plan on it and use it. Whether you use time or not, time moves on without you anyway. The third thing that we need to understand about time here is that time is not money. Time is more precious than money. And to bring this point back home, there's few things that I need. I need to create a very intimate relationship between time and your productivity. I need to create a very high urgency, a high sense of urgency between how you use your time and how you spend your time. Time, like any other asset, time, like any other commodity, can either be invested or it can be spent. And any time you spend money, you give it out. Money that is spent goes out. Money that is invested, there's an expected return of investment on it. And time, like any other commodity, has the same. So how you use your time will determine the quality of your life, and it will determine the quality of your state of mind. How you invest time will determine how happy you become, and how you spend time will determine how unhappy you become. The basic things that we have to look at as South Africans, things that I will start with that most of us don't really realize. If you look at the average lifespan of a South African now, is 64 years old. If you're living up to 64 years old, if you have to break down, cut that in the middle, your midlife is no longer 50. So it means that our midlife is 32. And if our midlife is 32, it brings us to a very simple, quick question. Do you have more yesterdays or do you have more tomorrows? And irrespective of which side of the 32 you own, do you have more of investment? Do you have more investment or do you have more wastage? If that is the case, depending on where you are, and if that brings you to a point where you understand how urgently you have to start treating your time and start coming up with better ideas to invest it, it brings me to the most common question that most of us play with. How much is your time worth? And this is not, I don't want your philosophical answers to start telling me that my time is valuable, that my time cannot be measured in money. Time in this lifespan, in this physical world, in this Caesar's world, our time is worth something in monetary currency. Now, how much is your time worth? For you to calculate your time, I will do a very easy calculation for you. How many hours do we have in a day? We have 24 hours in a day. How many minutes do we have in an hour? We have 60 minutes. So if you have to multiply 24 hours times 60 minutes, it gives us 1,040 minutes. So I will use the unit of money here. So you have 1,440 rands a day. How many days do we have in a year? We have 365 days in a year. And how many minutes do we have? So if we had to 365 times this, 140, it gives us 525,600. Now, if you're earning 525,600 a year, then automatically it means that your time is worth 1 rand. an hour. Your time is worth 1 rand an hour. Now, if that is your worth of time, what do you need to do to increase the value of your time? The first thing that you need to do here is number one, you have to stop with excuses. 2, you have to stop with procrastination. 3, you have to stop here having no goals. What must you start doing? Number one, here, you have to set goals. Number 2, you have to increase or raise your standard of operation to a standard of excellence. Number 3, you have to start living a deadline-driven life. So say hello to goal setting. And based on this is why we've created our Athlete of Life program. By clicking on the link below, it will tell you more about our Athlete of Life program and how do you increase the value of your time. Remember, time is more valuable than money. You can never make more time, but you can always make 10 times, 1,000 more than the money that you lost. Catch you on the inside. Share your comments in the comment section, like, and make sure that you share this with your friends. God bless and see you soon.